Okay, we are live. We are live. So I am here with Chris, and we're just going to get our Instagrams hooked up here this morning. So give us 1 second. Okay. Chris, mine just turned blue to go live on Instagram. Yours will maybe too. Did yours as well?
I am live.
Awesome, awesome. So then you can watch it from whichever screen you want, Chris, whether it's the Instagram. I think that one might have a little bit of a lag, or back on the StreamYard is fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back where
Yes,
I
yes.
can see you better.
Yes. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. For those who are new here, Chris and I are going live on both of our accounts. So I'm Haley. I'm a mom of one, a nurse of 9 years, and I started high ticket sales back in April after feeling like I could not make the amount of money that I wanted in my nursing job without becoming extremely burnt out. And so that's why I started my high ticket sales business.
And I'm Chris. I'm a flight attendant. And as everyone knows, flight attendants do not make a lot of money. We don't get paid for every hour that we work. So I have worked 2 jobs my entire life. I have 4 children, 5 grandchildren. And I'm tired of working 2 jobs. I want the flight attendant to be more of a hobby. Because I do love flying, but I want to have more of a choice. And because I'm 65 and I'm at that point where I just don't want to work that hard. Like I said, I've worked 30 years and I'm just really tired. And I was a single mom of 4, and I know what the struggles are like. And I have always worked 2 jobs because I always worried about what might come next. And so I'd have another job to depend on. So this is a great opportunity and great way to be dependent on something else.
Yeah, for sure. And while you're on that topic of like, okay, so you always needed 2 jobs, right? And so we live in a life where everyone thinks that their job is secure, right? Everyone does. But in all honesty, we all know people that are just laid off randomly. I think you have had that. Didn't you have that in the past as well? So
Yes.
personal experience, this is the first time anything like this has ever happened, like directly affects where I work. So yesterday, I work at like a smaller private hospital emergency room clinic, and they do home health. We got an email yesterday saying that they were cutting 28 positions. Yeah, 28 positions were cut yesterday. And so like I'm very thankful that like my position in the ER did not get cut, because like who says that they weren't going to take, an extra staff off of that, like it very well could have been me. And I feel for all of those people that now all of a sudden don't have a job. Yeah.
It's devastating. Like, I worked 15 years and all of a sudden I worked 15 years in the industry, but I worked 10 years for this company, and I thought I was going to be there forever. Bought a beautiful home, made 6 figures, still worked a second job because of, that dependent on other income. And I just got walked in the office one day. 6 of us did, 10 years and more experience, and said, "Thank you for your dedication. Here, sign this paper. You can't compete with us for 2 years, or you're not going to get your severance package."
Oh my God.
And I sold my home. I moved. It's devastating. You just never know when the pin's going to drop.
Yeah, that's 100% true. You just don't. And honestly, so many people talk about how that's one of the reasons you should always have a second stream of income, something as backup, or even like a heavy savings. Well, in today's economy, like you can hardly put into your savings, let's be honest. Like out of your monthly paycheck, I think I looked at some statistics the other day, like out of one of your paychecks, because most people get paid bi-weekly, right? So one of your paychecks, your like mortgage is usually more than half of like your monthly income usually. So like that is crazy.
Yeah, that's why I always worked the 2 jobs. Number one, when I was raising children, I had to, because I didn't have a whole lot of help from the other side, so I had to be dependent on myself. So it's a scary world, and you just never know. And it could be your health, the next thing. You just never know.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have something you can really depend on. And working for yourself is depending on you to make the income, which I've always worked for someone else.
Yeah.
And I depended on them employing me for the rest of my life, but that didn't happen.
Right. Exactly. And so like having that second stream of income is so important. And this, like Chris is saying, like having a job, right? A business that is your own really puts you in control of it. And that scares a lot of people. Like it really does. And that turns a lot of people away from it. But I saw the power, I saw the mentorship, I saw the leadership, and I saw the success with this business and the women running it that I just knew. I'm like, okay, they got there from nothing. Our two top, like our CEO and our co-CEO literally started from nothing. Okay. Tara, she was from Section 8 housing, food stamps, all that jazz. Jessica C, she was actually a drug addict who lived in her car. Like really, they both struggled for so much of their lives. And when they joined the business and were introduced to this way of making money, they both started out, you know, kind of doing it independently. And then when they met each other and like really started running together is when they built Babs. And when they built Babs 4 years ago, it was by trial and error. And like these women through trial and error were able to make this business I think more than, is it $65 million in sales is how much they have done in the last 4 years. Like I think this is Babs is a very fresh business, if you think of it that way. The business that we're partnered with, the products that we sell, those are not new. Those are a 51-year-old company with multiple patents. And they have like a 30-year life expectancy like on their products. Like when you invest in the product, like you're going to have it for practically half of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you buy it when you're 30, like,
right,
you know, you're going to have it for another 30 years. Like it's wild. And so something that Chris and I wanted to talk about today was like how like what you're getting for your price, essentially. Like when I actually have it on my phone here, wherever my phone is. When you join the business, yes, there is an investment, right? One, you're investing in the products themselves because that's what gives you your distributor ID, right? The ability to sell the product, okay? So you buy your distributor ID essentially, okay? And then you get all the rest of this, okay? And it literally teaches you from the ground up, all right? And so what do we got here? I'm gonna list like what they say the price would be, like if they were to sell each of these things separately, okay? So the training, right? Our complete curriculum on sales, branding, leadership, the exact framework that has been created, six-figure, multi-six-figure earner worldwide, whatever. $4,997 is what they priced that at. Like if they were to just sell that course, okay? Then we've got the business launch scaling suite valued at about $3,000. That's everything you need to launch, grow, and scale your own high ticket business, from the foundational training to the advanced strategies. Okay. Then we've also got done for you like scripts and systems valued at about 1,200. So high conversion funnels, templates, proven sales scripts that are designed to accelerate the results of your time. We've got an AI business suite valued at about 2,500. It's exclusive access to AI powered tools, to help streamline your content, optimize your workflows. We've got weekly live trainings and coaching calls valued at about $500 a week. So they're
amazing.
That's literally $2,000 a month that like you're essentially getting for basically free with this business. Like that's wild. Okay. Elite Sales Network. They have priceless on there, but a powerful global community of high level entrepreneurs building wealth and freedom together. Yeah. This entire community is built out of entrepreneurs. Like Absolutely insane. You get a closing certificate valued at about $3,000. So professional recognition for your expertise in high ticket closing, positioning you as a credible authority in the industry. Okay. So like what you're learning here, if you wanted to go and add in like another business, right? A second high ticket business, you already have the certification to do that. Like it wouldn't be that hard to get a second high ticket job if you wanted. High level master classes valued at about $2,000. So workshops led by top performers across sales, marketing, branding, and leadership. Have any of you guys heard of Daniel G? If anybody knows anything about sales, you've heard of Daniel G. If you haven't, go look him up on Instagram. Okay. He is the top sales guy like in the world. And we had 3 1 hour plus. Sometimes he goes over a little bit. 1 hour plus trainings with him. And he is literally the most energetic, the most going for you, all in mentor out there. Like, honestly.
We just had one the beginning of the week, and I have to watch it again. There was so much information, and he was so on fire and so on top. I mean, on track, that it was so good. And we got that perfect.
So and see, that's the other thing too, is like everything that we do, all the trainings and everything is recorded and it's on our platform so that we can go back and rewatch it and do all these things as many times as we want, as many times as we need throughout the entire time that we're running our business. You know, like you can always go back and learn more. And then we also have mentorships and masterminds valued at about $5,000. So deep dive into mentorship and masterclass sessions with leaders that built our organization. And so think of you joining an online business, right? Do you know what to do? No. Do you have any idea what to do? No. Right? This team literally teaches you everything from the ground up. Okay. If you add up all of those costs of everything, that's about I think it's about like $22,000 in trainings that you have access to
every day
for literally such a steal. Okay.
Yes.
And the business literally pays for itself. Like none of the money for anything is coming out of your pocket. Okay. Nothing. In fact, this month in January, you're actually getting extra cash back. When you start your business anyways, you get cash back, but this month we're actually offering extra. So it's about like $1,700. Like what would $1,700 boom in your pocket this month do for you? Like that's without putting in any work. That's without even like doing anything. $1,700. Like absolutely crazy.
And I said this on the last live, but I started in digital marketing and affiliate marketing a few years ago, and I took a course, and it was a very, very good course. Don't get me wrong, because I started at ground zero. However, when it was done, I'm on my own. And if I needed any help, it was $100 an hour. So this is the training that I took to get started in digital marketing. It was a good course. However, it never never amounted to anything like I get now. I was so blown away that every day I could talk to someone and get a question answered. Every day, somebody is always there.
Yeah.
And then you have the recordings to go back, and it's amazing. We have an amazing group, and we close your first 20 sales.
Yeah. Your first 20 sales. That's almost 20K in commissions into your pocket. Literally. And so, and even after those 20 sales, it's not like you're cut off. No, you're not cut off at all. You still have your direct mentor and all the mentors above that you ask questions to, right? You just know more. So you're asking less questions at that point. Right. Like you're able to hop on a call and make it all the way through the call and get through like your financing and your paperwork and ask like a few questions here and there to your mentors. But like, it's not like by 20 sales, you have a pretty good idea of what you're doing. You're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did paperwork yesterday and I sent it to my mentor, and she took the time to look it all over, so it's really nice that you have that backing,
Yeah.
the surety. It's truly amazing. I can't say enough. And to back it up, I took that course, but then I took another course hoping that I would get more help.
Mhm.
And then I took another course, and it
Mhm.
just seems like it was a spinning wheel of not getting what I needed.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that I really, really am thankful that I get here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. And I guess one thing that I didn't actually mention is so like when you start your business, we talked about how all of this training, right, is worth about $22,000. You actually get that for less than $900 a year. Literally. Like the training is $900, and that's included in when you join the business, and we help you figure all of it out, add it all up, do it all, whatever. $900. That's why it's literally a steal instead of $22,000. Like what? Crazy. And so like joining this business, a lot of us are moms, right? A lot of us are working moms, and we are wanting to spend more time with our families, right? Like Chris is a grandma. She wants to spend more time with her grandkids and her family. And so like joining this business allows you to do it on your own time, be at home doing it, not spending more time away from your family. And then you're actually getting paid your worth. Like Chris was saying, she works so many hours and doesn't get paid. Like literally as a flight attendant. Explain again, like all the different things that you do before you even get paid, like before you're even like technically getting paid.
So we don't get paid until the main cabin door closes. And when the door opens, we're not getting paid anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're boarding, we are not getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a delay,
Mm-hmm.
we're not getting paid. We're sitting there just like you. After so many hours, we do get some kind of a payment, but I sat in San Diego for 8 hours. I got 4 hours of pay.
Oh my God.
Because of a storm. So, and so a lot of flight attendants work a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm.
They'll work 6 days on, 1 day off, just because. So they're away from their families a lot, just to make
right, just so that they can make the money.
So it's like I could honestly say that you could say you don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're spending 2 hours looking at Facebook or Instagram, you could be taking that 2 hours and making really good income.
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. Like this gives you the opportunity to work from home, not be away from your family. There are so many pregnant mothers that are on our team that literally didn't know what they were going to do during maternity leave, right? They had no idea how they were going to support their family on maternity leave. And they were able to start their business and not have to worry. Okay, not have to worry. And like, I just feel for those mothers who are in that boat. And now granted, in the state of Minnesota, there is a new thing that was passed, like an extended family, whatever, that is going to allow mothers, right, to take longer time off and get more pay, which is phenomenal, right? But that's not available in every state.
No.
Not available in every state. And like, it's just something that's needed, is to be able to feel safe and secure in your finances when you're having a baby, when you have children. And like that is what this business has enabled myself as well as many other people to do, because just one sale is $2,565. Like that is more than most people bring home in a biweekly paycheck by a lot, And so if you were able to bring home that amount of money per sale, like how would that make you feel financially with your family? Like how would that enable you to pay for your bills and pay off debt? Like, would you finally be able to build up a savings and, have a reliable car? Like, we need to think about more than just in the now with things, because that's what we tend to do, right? We're like, well, my job is stable now, and like I'm able to cover my bills now. Okay, but like we just talked, your job is not always going to be secure. Like all the 28 people that lost their jobs yesterday at my hospital, like it's a very stressful time for all of us. And so like, this is the time that you need to be investing in yourself and investing in something that is going to be secure for you. Like the business that we are partnered with is 50 years old. That's not going anywhere.
No.
Like it's really not.
And it's debt free.
It is.
And so
yeah, a 50-year-old debt-free business. Like
Yeah.
what? Yeah. So like there's many reasons that we partnered with them, but like that is one of them. And so if you are wanting to be more financially secure in 2026, if you are wanting to finally meet your financial goals in 2026, this is how you're going to get there. Okay. You're going to invest in yourself. You're going to get all the trainings and everything like that. And you're going to hit the ground running. And we are here for you. We are right there with you. You're going to have a one-on-one mentor. And like I said, the CEO and the co-CEO of our business are literally doing coaching calls every single week. Every single week they're doing coaching calls. There's multiple live, what we call power hours, which are like meetings that you can hop on and learn how to run your business and ask questions in. We've got chats going to ask questions with your direct mentor and the mentors above that. So like you are never alone. You are going to be walked through literally your hand being held your first 20 sales, your first $75,000 in sales. We close for you while holding your hand while you're right there with us, learning how to do it. Okay. So it can be nerve-wracking, right? But what's scarier? Staying where you are and nothing changing and not having a secure future, right? To me, that's scarier, right? Because I know myself and I know the work that I'm going to put in. And I knew that this business is what was going to get me there. And anyways, my computer is going to die per the usual, but we maybe have like a couple minutes left. But Chris, is there anything else that you would like to add in on this topic?
You know, you were talking about maternity leave, and then there are some positions that are like a waitress or a bartender, or there's some places that you work that you don't have maternity leave. And this is a great way to have something to fall back on when you're home. And you can be home with your baby and you can take that time because you have that extra income.
Yeah.
That is so important to have that extra income. You're on your phone. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are using Instagram and Facebook for other personal reasons. You could take that and literally make money at it instead of just trying to build it up and trying to get deals with
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, instead of partnering to sell like a face wash or a collagen supplement where you're literally getting paid like 10 cents per sale, right? No, you are going to be closing high ticket sales. So sales valued at $17,000, right? Your first sale off of that is going to be $2,565. Right? As you become more independent in your sales abilities, as you move up, you know, as you're like make more sales, you make more money. Right? In the end, when you are running your business solo and like, you know what the F you're doing, you can make up to 50. It's like almost 50% commissions off of that. So like, that's insane.
Yes.
Literally insane.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just going to say one more thing. Taya had that opportunity call on Tuesday night. And I love what she said, that she decided when she started, she was going to do it on her own. Mm-hmm. But when she started following the blueprint, the sales started coming.
Yes, exactly.
And she closed 3 sales this week.
Yeah, that's literally
3 sales. Just say at $2,500. She said like $10,000 she was going to make in 1 week.
Literally take home in her pocket 1 week out of the month.
So that's what our blueprint is all about. That's what Healy was talking about, is how everything is set up so well and we have that backing. That's important when you're starting something. It's
so important. Yeah. To have that algorithm essentially to follow and to teach you how to be successful, because like these women literally make more than $1 million a year in only a 4-year-old business. Like, what other business does that when they're just starting? Like, that's crazy.
And one more thing.
Oh yeah.
We had the other day, this is a proven system. What was it? 85,000. We did closed 80, or we,
it was
85,000.
I want to say it was like 80. It was either 82 or $87,000 in sales in just like our team that only had, like, I'm going to say only has, but like us underneath of Victoria, is there only a couple hundred of us, right?
Right. There's not very many.
So let's say 300. I'm just throwing that out there. I think there's less than that, actually, 200 to 300 of us. Literally made $82,000 in sales in, what was that, one day?
Yes.
In one day.
Sales was $87,528.
Day sales, 87,000.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's crazy. That's
because we have a proven system.
Because we have a proven system. Yeah. Yeah. So crazy. So crazy. All right. Well, thank you so much for hopping on.
Thanks for having me.
This again. Sorry, it's kind of a little bit short, but I mean, we have been on here for actually quite a while.
We could talk all day.
Yeah, it's already been 30 minutes almost, but okay. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. If anybody,
have a good day, everyone.
Yeah. If anyone is interested in like learning more, reach out, DM either myself or Chris, and we'll get you over to our masterclass where it'll go over everything for you. All right. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
All right.